Hello, plant fans! Welcome back to our channel, Houseplants Love. If you're new here, we're so happy to have you. Today, we're going to talk about indoor plant pots. We'll guide you through everything you need to know, like how to measure your houseplants and their pots, how to choose the right pot size, and why the size and shape of the pot matters for your plant's health and materials and design considerations for indoor plant pots. So, whether you're an expert or a beginner, this video has a lot of helpful tips for you. Let's start journey into indoor plant potting. Let's start the plant fun. Have you ever thought about how we figure out the of plants we keep inside? It's not just about how tall they are. We look at how much space a plant takes up. Think about a root ball. That root ball's size can tell us how big the plant should be. As per thumb rule, plant pot size is 2 inches bigger than the root ball. We also consider how much space the plant's roots take up under the soil. Now that we know how we size up indoor plants, let's talk about how we measure the pots we put them in. So, you're wondering how to figure out the size of a plant pot for? Well, it's all about two things: how wide it is and how deep it is. The width is just how far across the top of the pot is. The depth is how far it is from the top of the pot all the way down to the bottom. The size of your plant root ball decides what size pot you'll need. The bigger the plant root ball, the bigger the pot. And the smaller the plant root ball, the smaller the pot. Now that you know about measurements, how do you pick the best pot for your plants? Picking the right-sized pot for your houseplant is really important. The health and growth of your plant depend on the pot you choose. So how do you find the right pot size? Well, good rule of thumb is to choose a pot that's about 1 to 2 inches wider than the root ball of your plant. This is the best planter size. It gives enough space for the roots to grow but doesn't hold too much water, which can make the roots rot. So what if the pot is too big or too small? A pot that's too big can make the soil stay too wet, and that can rot the roots. On the other hand, a small pot may not give enough room for the roots to grow, which can stop your plant from growing. So always remember, the right pot size is key to keep your houseplant healthy. Does the pot size make a difference to your plant's health? Yes, it really does. The size of the pot is really important for your indoor plant's health and growth. Let's dig into it. A pot that is too small can stop the roots from growing properly. This means the plant can't get enough water and food, which could make it grow slower or even cause it to die. On the other hand, if the pot is too big, water can collect at the bottom. This can cause the roots to rot, which often kills plants, so the best pot size will give the roots enough room to grow, but not so much that the plant gets too much water. It's tricky to get it right, but if you do, your plant can really thrive. Don't forget, your plant's roots need space to breathe, and they also need space to drink, so pick your pot carefully. And did you know the pot's shape is important too? The shape of your plant pot isn't just about how it looks. It also matters for your plant's growth and health. Let's understand this better. First, there are round pots. These are common and good for many kinds of plants. The even design helps spread water and food all over. Then there are square pots. These are best for plants that need to stand firm, because their flat sides give a strong bottom. Next, we have long rectangle pots. They are good for showing off many small plants or for plants with big root systems. Lastly, we have hanging pots, or that get narrower at the bottom. They're good for plants that like to hang down, like the English ivy or spider plant. Each pot shape has its own good points, and picking the right one can help your plant do well. Picking the right pot for your plant isn't just about size and shape. The stuff it's made from and how it looks matter too. Let's dive in. Ceramic pots are strong, stylish, and come in many colors, but they're heavy and don't drain water well. Plastic pots are light, cheap, and hold water well, but they don't look that great. Metal pots can make your indoor garden look modern, but they can get hot or cold fast, which might not be good for some plants. Wooden pots look natural and rustic, but they can rot as time goes on. Fabric pots, which are pretty new, drain water well and let the roots breathe, but they might not last long. For how it looks, pick a pot with holes at the bottom to stop too much water from staying in the pot, and pick a color that matches your plant and your room's look. So, when picking a pot, think more than just size and shape. Think about what it's made from and how it looks too, to keep your plant healthy. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe to our channel Houseplants Love for more helpful videos. Happy gardening!